9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich. I'm looking for something. She's looking for something and it's not showing. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich. Let me go to YouTube Studio and see what the hey is going on. On with the show. On with it. Get on with it. I'm trying to get on with it. The fact of the matter is, it's just not letting me get on. Tissue. I just tried. I tried. Okay, orientation. That's what I'm waiting for. Meow, 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 meow. Shout out, Brad. Okay, it's showing up correctly. I'm checking for audio feedback. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Why? Because you gave me the option to do this. So that's why I'm doing it. I am here to try all of the options and settings that YouTube has for me to try. And now it's telling me to don't do it. This don't make sense to me. This is how I want to present the show, and it's looking good on my end. I'm wondering if it says orientation is locked, period. Rotate device back. I don't want to rotate device back. The quality looks like trash. The camera don't look all that well on this angle. It's trying to force my hand to do something I don't want, and I won't let it force my hand. Let me poke around with these lights real quick. See how things look before everybody comes in here. That's nice. Will it allow me to proceed? That is so weird. So it's got orientation is locked, period. Rotate device back. I don't want to because it allowed me to flip it this way. So now what I'm trying to do is see if it would allow me to type on here, so I can type to you with you guys. If not, I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's weird. So I'll have to have this open over here. Let me put something in here to see what gives. It's still morning time. Yes, 9:24. Let me put the sun in here. I want to put sun. I want to put a unicorn. And put happy good morning to all of you. MORNI to all. 1, 2. There you go. So that went through. So it's going to be an old school day, a presentation. But I'm here for it. I had to look over the monitor. I had to look over the screen so I can put these things in here. Outside of that, I'm going to keep moving with this. I like this also. So I've been trying out new things on YouTube. Some of them, most of the things that I have been trying on YouTube have been glorious. I've been liking the results. It's only been less than 5 options that's been on here that did not really work well with me. By way of trial and error, I am learning. I am finding my way. Some more. So who's glad about it? I'm glad about it. It's easy on the eyes for myself when I record horizontally. I like it better this way. It's easy on my eyeballs. Now let me check the volume on my device. I don't want to accidentally hang up on you guys. I'm trying to turn the volume up. Quality check. 1 2 3. Quality check. 1 2 3. Quality check. 1 2 3. Am I louder now? Am I louder now? 1 2 3. Okay, that's good. I want it that way. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Why? So, the last video I participated in reference to the morning move, it provided 10 separate citations from a small paragraph that I read in What's Going On with Elon Musk Today, currently as of April 22nd, 2025. There was at least 2 to 3 articles that stood out from the citations that I wanted to read. And the first one is what we're talking about today in this one shining moment. And boy, I tell you, this guy, man, I think he might be getting ready to get into some hot water. Who knows? But before we get into that, I want to put some things in my description box to fill it so it won't look so bland according to me. There. And I will leave it at that. I need to classify this really quickly for the morning moo. Welcome to the morning moo with me, LA, pronounced LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. I think I've done enough right there as far as correcting. I will go further and put the citations in with this set article in a little bit. In a little bit. There. Let me close out some of the tabs. And I'm going to go right in with one of the fun parts on here, and that's putting cows in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, and so on. Welcome to Elay TV, the morning move. It is time, yes, it is time to put glorious cows in the chat. This is the time / segment where we put cows in the chat. And while we put cows in the chat and or your favorite animal emoji or simply your favorite emoji in general, I sing a little song that goes like this. Harmonica. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, calls in the chat. Calls in the chat, calls in the chat. Cows in the chat, calls in the chat. As I sing the little song, I put cows in the chat. Please be advised that according to the government, cows are to blame for what we call global warming. They have the gall, the audacity to place the blame on these precious bovine, aka cows. Why? They have to place the blame on something or so on. So this time they're placing the blame on me. Place the blame on me. So if that is the truth, that cows are in fact the cause for global warming, I advise you to have your aerosol spray cans ready digitally wise, because as the cows fill the chat, so will the alleged gases fill the chat. Gas. Oh, the cow gas. I don't have an aerosol spray can emoji yet, so I've been trying to find things to improvise. As of now, the thing that I've come up with far as anything in the reference of aerosol spray can is the wind or the air emoji. So that's what I'll be putting in here. The wind emoji. To blow away the toxic smells of the cows. There. That will have to do. Next, I want to put in here, if you guys are curious, it's time to start a poll. Which breakfast cereal would you choose in this one shiny moment? The last video I did this on, it was Raisin Bran. I gave the option, I'd rather just have a sandwich. And the other option was Captain Crunch of any kind. Now, for the last video, I chose Raisin Bran simply because at that particular time I didn't want to hear the loud crunch noise in my ear like that, and I just wasn't ready for all of that. So I knew if I chose Raisin Bran and let the cereal sit in the milk for a little bit and let the cereal soften, I still would agree with the texture. Now with Captain Crunch, I could just simply have let the cereal sit in there too. But the texture of it will be dissolved, and it would be, I just wouldn't like the texture of the Captain Crunch sitting in the milk like that, as it kind of loosened up and got less crunchy, which is why I chose Raisin Bran. And here I am, you guys, doing the same thing I did in the last video, having a difficult time looking through my notes. My digital notes to find something I need to basically copy and paste in here, but I cannot find it. Isn't that something? So perhaps I accidentally pushed cut and I erased it out of there, so I need to just simply type it again. Which cereal in this one shiny moment? I'm gonna put that in there. And you have to choose. Make a choice. No, I don't want to make a choice. You have to choose something. I'm looking for the cereal bowl emoji. Why isn't it popping up? Let me look again. Bowl. That's cute. Followed by the sun. Oh, and a cow. So let me put a cow first. Leading with the cow first. She leads with the cow first. Followed by the breakfast bowl. Breakfast bowl. Word up. Dun, 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 ow. Dun, 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 dun. Breakfast bowl. Breakfast bowl. Meow, 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 meow. Breakfast bowl. Breakfast bowl. Breakfast bowl. Breakfast. Breakfast bowl. Shomo, baby, tell me what's the word? Breakfast bowl. Yeah. Breakfast bowl. Yeah. Cereal. Crave cereal. That's by Kellogg's, isn't it? Kellogg's. How do you spell Kellogg's? K-E. Oh, it's got two G's in it, don't it? Let me look. Kellogg's has Kelloggs. So it's got not only two L's, it's got two L's and two G's in it. Come on now. Kellogg's cereal. What cereal is by Post? Let me look it up. Post cereal. Oh, Golden Crisp, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what I'll put. Golden Crisp. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have to spell cinnamon correctly. It's the Cinnamon Monster. Cinnamon. Poll is started. The poll has started. Poll. The poll has started. There's an animal in trouble. Where? There's an animal in trouble. Wonder Pets, we're on our way. Something, something, something ain't to say the nerd. Feed the cow. Ooh. You gotta feed the cow. Ooh. You gotta feed the cow. I have potato chips today. For my snack. Something different, and it's right on time too. Oh, text message. Hold on. A message. Aww. A message. The Backyardigans still come on, at least by way of rerun. Side note, there was a girl I used to work with. When she first got there, she was so nice. And then she started to turn. And she got around the other girls. What's new? I just get sick of it. Too scared to stand alone. To be yourself. You fold under the pressure of all the other girls. Because you're tired of having to feel that weight that I feel of the daily fight of being odd. I get it. You're not strong enough. Yet, maybe. But thinking of the Backyardigans, it made me think of the time when I was at work, when the girl informed me that the lady who did the voice or created Backyardigans had passed. She told me that because she knew I was interested in that kind of stuff, and it kind of resounded with her. But it's like, don't talk to me in private if you're afraid to talk to me in public because I embarrass you. Or I'm too controversial because I'm not talking about the same bull you girls talk about all day. Nothing. Too many mixed messages. If you have too many mixed messages, I can only rock with you with this far. Just leave me alone. I'm just glad I don't work there anymore. So weak. Tea is complete. And my chips are done. I'm ready to get started with this article. Can you believe 20 minutes passed already? Where is the time going? I find myself saying this all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the article of choice that I want to read to you that caught my interest from the previous Elay TV morning move video is called "It's Elon Musk Turn for a Fork in the Road as Tesla Faces Wall Street Scrutiny." This article was written / typed by the ABC News. Now I will pause to copy and paste the citations into the description box because for those of you who are on replay game, which is most of you today, you will want to see where I got this said article from because you may want to read along with me. Read along with me. Read along with me, Belle. Sing a story. I'm not even going to do that right now. I'm not feeling that song right now in that category. In that category right now. Excuse me, it never fails every video she burps. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? Hey, what's wrong with you? So copy and paste. Citations. Let's get the citation out of the way because thankfully it's only one. The last video, y'all, I had 10 citations. No thanks to AI overview. Oh, man. let's get this part out of the way first. Thank you guys for clicking thumbs up. I appreciate that. I sure do. I appreciate you, and you, me, for coming to my show. I appreciate me, you, and me, for coming to my show. Everyone, don't tell me everyone is spelled wrong. Hold on, man. I'm not gonna let this internet make me think I'm going crazy. I'm not accepting that. I will not accept that. It's been a kind of a strange day. But I will not let opposition win. Okay, now I can get to the article. There's the citations in there. I'm ready to get to this really quickly. So I am reading from NBCnews.com from the business news section, and the article that I am reading today is called "It's Elon Musk's Turn for a Fork in the Road as Tesla Faces Wall Street Scrutiny. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil." You guys, haven't really been months of turmoil? They show a picture on there when Elon looking just, he looking like this. Why y'all have him looking like that? That's how he looking. Here come Belle. Yeah, this is how he's looking. Sit down. Tesla CEO Elon Musk at a cabinet meeting at the White House on April 10th. This picture was taken by Sean Thu /Bloomberg/Getty Images. This article that I'm reading is was written /typed on April 22nd, 2025 at 5 a.m. EDT time. And it was written /typed by David Ingram and Rob Weil. It did not give us the courtesy to see exactly how long this read will be. So it might be long. Let me scroll down here and see just how long it is. Oh. How much more must we suffer, Lord? How much more must we suffer until I say so? Don't do me like that, Father. Don't do me like that. Will it ever end? No, my child. Not until you leave this planet. Y'all, I didn't know my ring light was in the shot. You see how tacky that is? There will come a day where Elay TV will not look tacky. It will only look tacky by choice, not because I ain't got no other way or the wherewithal to know how to fix it, Felix, before I go live. I refuse to accept that this janky production has anything to do with the system failing. I'm going to read this article. It might be time for Tesla CEO Elon Musk's own fork in the road. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it might be time. It might be time. Thank you. It might be time. The electric car maker is set to report quarterly earnings. Quarterly earnings Tuesday afternoon. That may say a lot about which direction Musk and the company has ridden to immense wealth will go next. Now that's today, because the prior video I did this morning, I asked basically what's going on in the world of Elon Musk today. And one of the things that are listed is what I'm currently reading now. So the article says the electric car maker is set to report quarterly earnings Tuesday, which is today afternoon, that may say a lot about which direction Musk and the company he has ridden to immense wealth will go next. What direction? You only got one direction to go. And that's to know or to Hades. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil. Has it really been months? As the days go by, it's a bitter place for family. Now I know he didn't say bitter place, but unfortunately that's the words I picked up. A reflection of my time growing up in the past. It's a bitter place for family. Shouts out, I was about to call them Adam's Family. Shouts out Family Matter. Why must the long way be paid in scarcity? Vagabonds, lice, dust, in a dim light. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil, as Musk continues to dedicate a large portion of his time to Trump's administration attempt to radically remake the federal government far away from his corporate responsibilities as Tesla, SpaceX, and his other companies. Now I have to read that again because the way this is worded, it feels like it's not flowing. It's not flowing for me. There's too many spaces and gaps of information in there. So do I have to break this down and read it slow, as if I'm slow? I'm going to intentionally read this first paragraph really slow, and I have to lean closer to grasp what the H this article was saying. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil as Musk continues to dedicate a large portion of his time to the Trump administration's attempt to radically remake the federal government, far away from his corporate responsibilities at Tesla, SpaceX, and his other companies. Now, when I was in college, I got in trouble for run-on sentences. To me, this is just the educated Caucasian way of run-on sentences by using commas, because that whole thing I read takes one breath. There's no periods in there. Where's the art of writing going? I know when I was coming up, writing and the mechanics and the minutia of all that crud was a dinger, and my paper was soaked in red letters for these things called comma splicing and all this other grammatically incorrect bull that I still haven't grasped to this day. But the little that I know, the way this paragraph is read, semicolon or comma, there is just one continuation of word after word, and it's not broken up. No wonder I'm not understanding it. They want me to inhale and take a deep breath and try to read all of this one paragraph in one breath and have the magnitude to try to obtain what I'm reading. Guys, this article in the first paragraph has no period, room for me to breathe. Is reading without periods and just commas, so it causes me to have to read it over and over again and reconfigure this sentence in my mind to grasp it. Perhaps this article is written for white people. But come on, if that's the case, you mean they talk like this where they don't pause? They just spew everything out and expect us to grasp what they're saying really fast? No, it's really like contractual legalities where they say everything really fast, like in those Xanax commercials. That's not fair and that's not right. It's frustrating. I'm really trying to get through this article, but I'm banging my head against the glass because it just don't make sense. So I'm gonna read it again as intended. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil as Musk continues to dedicate a large portion of his time to the Trump administration's attempt to radically remake the federal government far away from his corporate responsibilities at Tesla, SpaceX, and his other companies. No wonder these news reporters be out of breath. I don't care how much shape you in. You got to say all that. I still don't know what the H I just read. I'm going to the second paragraph. We are 31 minutes, 20 seconds into this morning moo, and I'm having a moo of a time. More like a catastrophe of a time. With Tesla stock and brand reputation getting pummeled, dash with President Donald Trump's tariff policy threatening to upend the automotive market, Tesla included. Many Tesla investors have called on Musk to scale back or end his government work entirely and return his focus to business. Isn't that business and government anyways? As tacky as they are operating over there, they're still business, but they want him to get away from the governmental affairs and focus on what I guess they're trying to say. Elon, now it's time for you to focus on what you're good at. We have government and we have technology. You're more on the technology side of things. So I need you to get back over there. So it's like they're softly telling him, look, bro, you gotta quit all this because your services are no longer required. Going back to the cars and micro machines, the Trump administration has sent fork in the road emails encouraging federal workers to consider quitting their jobs. Even some of Tesla's loudest proponents, such as Daniel Ives, managing director at Wedbush Securities, have lost patience with how Musk is dividing up his attention. So does that mean he is multi-talented but fails at multitasking? What do you guys think? Do you think Elon Musk is multi-talented and just is poor at multitasking? Because the letters or how the people are trying to communicate with him, that's what they're kind of lightly saying, bro, get back to what you're good at. And second of all, you're not that good at managing or balancing the scales of both jobs, working with government and working with technology. I'm going to enter the fourth paragraph where it's easier to understand. I don't know why they opened up with confusion, but maybe that's why they opened up the paragraph like that, because it was so difficult to get through the first paragraph. Maybe that's them low-key saying that's how difficult and confusing something so simple is and shouldn't be. The simple paragraph, for example, was so hard for me to get through, but the answers were right there. The writing was on the wall, but the way it's placed is dumb. So I think in my mind, that's them low-key saying that's how this whole situation is going. These people are trying to rein him back in, and that's what this meeting's going to be about today. I'm going to read the fourth paragraph of what they're trying to do. Even some of Tesla's loudest proponents, such as Daniel Ives, managing director at Wedbush Securities, have lost patience with how Musk is dividing up his attention. This is a moment of truth for Musk, Ives told NBC News. If he picks staying with Doge and the Trump White House, the future of Tesla could be negatively altered permanently. meaning more people could lose their jobs. The brand damage he's created by being part of the Trump's administration has already been a devastating blow to Tesla's reputation, stock, and confidence. And that's not good because I like the Tesla cars. He's made Tesla into a political symbol, which is one of the worst things that could happen to a consumer brand. So what I'm gathering right now, people are trying to rally around and tell him, look, bruh, you clearly have a hard time balancing the scales of working in the White House and balancing your baby, which is the Tesla brand company. Number two, you need to really get back to what you're good at, and your strong suit is technology. Three, you're really messing up for everybody, even the wealthy people who, quote, don't give a dang about poor people. You're starting to mess it up for them too. So number three, this article is about what they're going to try to get across and convey to Mr. Sir Elon Musk on the meeting that's going to be held today. Now, a couple of days ago, I read an article, a clip of an article that made the news where Elon Musk had a meeting prior, and he had one of those only child rants where he didn't handle, let's say, corrective criticism too well. So I'm hoping that this situation won't end the same way, because it really seemed like his people are trying to reason with him and say this, we appreciate your zeal, but it's time for you to fix it, Felix. DOGE refers to the Department of Government Efficiency, Musk's team of staffers spread throughout the executive branch, helping to order spending cuts. Musk is a special government employee, end quote, who expected to leave the Trump's administration at some point, but with no set date to depart. So they're emphasizing that he's seeming to have worn out his welcome and is just starting to do more harm than good. The next paragraph says, Musk and Tesla didn't immediately respond to a request for comment Monday afternoon on whether he is stretched too thin, and if so, what they might do about it. So during this paragraph, it seems to me that they see that he needs some R&R, period. And maybe if he calms down and take a break and get his mind back on one accord with himself, perhaps he'll be able to see more clearly. Maybe he can do both things at the same time. But if you're running it and running it and running it, even the car breaks down. Even a Tesla's gonna need to stop and fuel up. If anything, Elon Musk, take the advice of a Tesla vehicle. There's going to be a time where you have to charge that baby up. It don't seem like he's following his own advice, which goes into what this paragraph is saying, that they're thinking he's spreading himself too thin and he's wearing out his welcome, and he just needs to take a time out and take a look around and actually see and reflect on what he's done. If he's fully aware that, as for human sakes, dude, take a break, get a smoothie, get in the sauna. He's got a family. I know for sure he's got a child. Yeah, you gotta take a break, man, because kids looking at you. And I know you want him to be as successful as you, but I'm quite sure you don't want him to be as stressed out as you. You got to implement your fatherly duties, Sir Elon Musk. Beyond the first paragraph that I struggled through, this is a good article. It's a very good article. This is probably the best article I've read so far in the realm of Mr. Sir Elon Musk here. Tesla is due to report earnings after the market closes. It is also scheduled to host a conference call with Wall Street analysis, and Musk sometimes joins the call. Now, we talked about how that last call went. It made the news. It didn't go well. He had an only child complex meltdown and temper tantrum when everyone involved was not agreeing with him. The article continues, several possible paths lie ahead for Elon Musk and Tesla, and it's not clear which is most likely. Musk could scale back or end his White House job and spend more time at Tesla. I want him to spend more time at Tesla because I like the products. Or he could quit as Tesla's CEO and keep his focus on politics, putting the company's future and brand in someone else's hands. Elon, are you really willing to let someone else have control of your baby because your actual biological baby is not grown up enough to take the reins yet? Who's gonna hold the stand of Tesla? Are you really willing to do that? Now, Tesla is something you built. America's been here way before you. You didn't build that. Pause. Let's just think right now rationally. But Tesla is 1000% yours. Wouldn't it be best to go back to something that you built actually from the ground up on your own, that you can own true flagship for? So they're giving him an ultimatum. And it says Musk could scale back or end his White House job and spend more time at Tesla, i.e. at home as well. Or he could quit as Tesla's CEO and keep his focus on politics, putting the company's future and brand in someone else's hand. Just hearing that don't fit well with me. Who, apart from Steve Jobs, rest in peace, who else could lead the charge? If creativity was the only fuel and mule you needed to run Tesla, I would say have Steven Spielberg run it and hold the line until your kid gets old enough to do it. Man, this is big right now. I don't want to see Tesla fall like this. This could be one of those situations, and it's kind of creepy. You know, like look, here we go. You know, like in the olden times, in the Bible times, when kings are on their high and they cannot see when people are trying to give them good advice. Look, man, you're doing good, but I foresee in a few days from now, a few months from now, and a couple years from now, if you don't get it together and see what you're doing and what you've done, your kingdom's going to fall. It's kind of scary because we're facing another realization in history being made while two worlds are crumbling down. Well, many worlds are crumbling down and building up at the same time. We're witnessing, unfortunately, with Mr. Sir Elon Musk, the situation in time. As the article said, I didn't, where it says, it's Elon Musk's turn for a fork in the road. He has faced his fork in the road, and is he going to let ego and power cause him to sink his own ship? To me personally, this is a scary, eventful time because this is his livelihood. This is someone's fate we're talking about, and this is big. So here we are, guys. History is in the making, and people are trying to, his own people are trying to reason with him. And I'm thinking he might be too far gone. The status quo may also endure, with Musk continuing to bet that he has enough attention for everyone. You can't please everybody, so you might as well be yourself. But if he doesn't know who he is, he's losing his way. Justin Timberlake is losing his way. Tesla's stock price has provided a snapshot of the tumultuous run since Musk threw himself into the Trump administration. While its stock price is almost even with where it traded in the days ahead of the election, which is not good, Its shares are down more than 50% from their December peak. Still, Tesla's total market cap remains just above $700 billion, which is not good. Well above those of its auto industry competitors, but below the major tech companies. We want to raise that. What's his gambling cutoff threshold? Because to me, he's gambling right now with his baby, his future. And this is a big bet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you see before us is one of the biggest bets in history. And he's playing on the game of life right now. If you're into gambling, this is a big bet right here. On Monday, as I continue with this article, Tesla shares plunged again ahead of the earning report, failing an additional 5.8%. Tuesday will mark Tesla's first earning report since the full extent on Musk's government role and ambitions became clear. Tesla's last reported on its financials on January 29th, early in Trump's second term. I'm going to continue. This is a good, hefty article. It's so good, it's like I want to get McDonald's and have my sandwich and have my fries and just eat and talk about this and continue to talk about this. It's like I'm in the learning library. This feels great. The article continues. In the past year, Musk has somewhat aggressively started to pivot Tesla into new possible lines of business, including a proposed cybercab, autonomous vehicle, and a potential robotic humanoid called Optimus. Although the company hasn't shipped either of those products, and some on Wall Street are skeptical that they will be successful. So what it seems like is he's already got a heck of a lot going in the realm of technology. That is his baby right there. That is his strength. So having said that, as a creative genius, creative thought genius in the realm of technology, you're gonna just have idea after idea after idea, because he's in his imagination bag. So he thinking he's gonna do it. So I applaud him on that, because I like to write. So if I think about a book, bam, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to do it. If I think of something, I'm going to do it, because I too am a creative in certain aspects. I write songs. I'm going to write that song. I'm going to do it. So he's really good at that. He can think of this stuff in his sleep. But right now, Wall Street, they're skeptical that the current projects that he's got in works, apart from like the car, they didn't even mention the Tesla mobile house yet, you know. The other ones listed, which are the robotic humanoid called Optimus and the cybercab, they're skeptical that it's going to work. In a note to clients, Wells Fargo stock researchers said they expected to hear from Tesla on Tuesday about cybercab and Optimus, but they called these subjects razzle-dazzle, that it distracts from fundamentals. I agree. Wells Fargo has a price target of $130 a share for Tesla, far below the 227.50 close. And yeah, that's pretty low, because honestly speaking, regular people can jump on the bandwagon. And honestly speaking, I thought they didn't want people of color to have access to stuff like that. So being that it's so low shows that this dude is struggling. And $227.50, which is also low. If this, let's say in the perfect world, this Tesla thing got arms and got wings and started flying and kept flying and kept flying and kept flying, stock should be at the low end. Now this is a novice, okay? If anything, gosh, to even want to sniff at it, 550.70. And that's just being thoughtful to throw crumbs to the little people they consider peasants. You know how they talk about us. No different from the Titanic. They have tickets for the bums, but they sit at the bottom. So this is pretty bad. They're going to have a meeting today, guys, in the afternoon, talking about this, because it could be a crisis. Tesla has already issued warning signs about its health. It reported April 2nd that the vehicle's deliveries in the first quarter declined 13% from a year earlier, battered by raising competition and fallout from Musk's involvement in politics. Where are his friends? Where is his circle of people who are really there for him? Oh, they're going to have a meeting with him today and try to reason with him. You guys, this meeting might be the end all be all, meaning it could cause another great divide or a crack in this whole Elon Musk history. This could be a moment in time where his friends, or let's say his business partners who are really concerned about him, at least by the finances, they're still concerned about him because now their money and livelihood is involved. Their name is involved in this because he's got wrapped up in political things. Their safety could be involved. This might be the time where everyone draws the line to try one more time to reach out to Mr. Sir Elon Musk. And if he don't adhere, they're going to have to take an unfortunate stand. And I know they don't want to be at this place in life where you have to draw a line in the sand and make a choice. All walks of life this time around are going to have to make a stand in something. Isn't it sad in a way? But here we are. I wish the best for them. Hundreds of protests at Tesla showrooms have also weighed in on the company under the banner of Tesla Takedown. Opponents of Musk and Trump's government policies have targeted the company to try to gain leverage over Musk, and demonstrators have continued to swarm Tesla locations. Really? Especially on the weekends. Alan Adamson, a co-founder of Metaforce. That's a nice name. That's a nice, strong name. I like that. That should be a TV show for a cartoon. Next time on Metaforce, a marketing and brand consultancy, said that if any other corporation faced a similar image problem, the board of directors might have stepped in to switch out the CEO. But Tesla's board is famously close to and support of Musk. Is close to, C-L-O-S-E, close to and supportive of Musk. So he's got a strong backing system behind him where they are trying to, keep him insulated to have his own thing. Because isn't it true when you go corporate, people can rally against you and take you away from your own baby if they see you're not fit? So it seems like he's not seeing the circle of friends that he have around him. That's how I'm getting. It's something like that, but not quite. It seems like he's taking advantage of this in a way that it's going to now hurt him in the end. Now Adamson said Tesla faces risk whichever path it and Musk follow. See? He's hurting everyone involved now. This is a quote. Musk is the magic that has fueled the stock price, end quote, he says. Continuing on with the quote, if he steps aside as Tesla CEO, he takes the rocket fuel out of the Tesla stock price. But if he stays, he's equally damaging the company's prospects, end quote. One unknown factor is how much of the damage to Tesla's brand is permanent. In other words, if Musk were to leave the White House and return to business, there will be an improvement in the brand's public esteem. But that's a question. It's not a confident statement. No longer are they leading in confidence, they're leading in questions. Once upon a time, they spoke highly of and assuredly of this product, but now they're asking in question. It says here, if we were to leave the White House, if Musk, I stand corrected, if Musk were to leave the White House and return to business, would there be any improvement in the brand's public esteem? That's a question mark. Guys, this is sad. To see someone in power fall like this, it's sad because history constantly repeats itself. And it's not just the king involved, it's the others that are around. If the king falls, so does all the people in close proximity, meaning his family and friends and allies. That's the sad part about it. It's no different from the family dynamic. Parents are supposed to be helping lead their children, but if the parents lose their way, they affect their children around them, the cousins around them, their brothers and sisters and nieces and uncles around them. It causes splinters to spread. And people may not want to come back and make it whole again because they've been too hurt, i.e. my family. It's not the same, and it won't ever be the same. Even though I made amends and forgave my parents, the sad reality is it will never be the same. It's taken on a life of its own that he never expected. This has become something bigger and much more of a raging fire than he ever expected around Tesla, end quote, he says. I'm continuing on the quote. He sells a consumer brand globally, and the demand destruction. ... You can't wear rose-colored glasses about it, and not to see it would be smoke and mirrors. They're saying what I'm seeing. There's one more paragraph left. Guys, I really wish that there was more to this article. It's really good. It's like I just read a novel. The ups and downs, the highs and lows. This is really good. Apart from the first paragraph, but when I talked about it more in the video and reflected, kudos to the first paragraph, because to me, I interpret it as a reflection to how everybody involved and in close proximity to him, Mr. Musk, feels and see this whole situation. It's like, WTF. This is supposed to be so simple. It's supposed to be an easy read, and it's not. It's now this chapter is opening with confusion, and it's just spiraling down into confusion. Last paragraph. If Musk does turn his attention back to politics, he'd still have an enormous challenge to rebuild the company's reputation. Adamson said. He said that Musk would need to stop other polarizing behavior, such as posting on X about controversial topics, and that he would have to improve the company's innovation. Tesla has launched only one new consumer vehicle since 2020. And that product, the Cybertruck, isn't widely popular. I've only seen 3 here. More Teslas, the cars, tons of those, but not the Tesla truck. Lastly, it says in the quote, I don't think he can pull a rabbit out of a hat fast enough to prevent a continued spiral down, Adelson said. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have read this beautiful article, and we are witnessing history of a king nonetheless in the world of technology, so they present to us, and we are witnessing a potential downfall. What we are witnessing today is an intervention, and they're trying to show him a picture of bleakness. Either way he paints it, they're trying to save him and save themselves now. It's a scary time because of how I said it's not just about him. There's other people involved now, especially since he's gone corporate. Today's article I read is called "It's Elon Musk's Turn for a Fork in the Road as Tesla faces Wall Street scrutiny. The company will update investors on revenue, profit, and other key figures after months of turmoil." In my previous video, AI Overview said that they are going to have the meeting today, but it's about the first quarter. They are just now talking about the first quarter, guys. They should be having a debriefing, if anything, a late debriefing on the second quarter midterm now. They're only having a meeting as of yet for the first quarter. You guys, it's April. It's the end of April. And that's how behind they are. This to me shows grace and leniency, that they are late and behind on the what goes on with the first quarter in reference to this whole Tesla's dysfunction now. Something so beautiful is turning into a forest fire. It's very sad history that we're witnessing here. When kings get in power, they turn mean and selfish. Have you met one person who actually had the position of power to do anything right and stay nice? Not I, says the cow. Not I. My name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing out this video. I appreciate you, Replay Gang, for coming in, because you guys really hold it down after the video was done. I'm going to put the closing remarks in here and wrap up this very good video. Closing remarks. This is good, guys. I want to make another one sometime today, when I have pressing business to attend to today, so that will pull me way into the afternoon, and I'll have you know the morning mood is specifically for the mornings. So I'm typing in my closing remarks. It seems to me that there is going to be some type of intervention for Mr. Sir Elon Musk. He's got a child now. I'm worried about the child and his psyche. It seems to me that there is going to be some type of intervention for Mr. Sir Elon Musk, because money cannot fix everything. It fixes a heck of a lot real fast, real quick, but money is supposed to do that. So you can do the work and start fixing on here and here. If anything, it seems to me that there's going to be some type of intervention for Elon Musk today in the afternoon with his business people. Let's just stay hopeful that they can get through. Hopeful, H-O-P-E, that they can break through to him. So things will end well. so things won't end bad for everyone. E-V-E-R-Y, E-V-E-R-Y, E-V-E-R, that's what it is, E-V. I need to put my glasses on. A breakthrough to him so things won't end bad, but to break even and end well. Okay, so I have the closing remarks in here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, pets, plants, AI. It seems to me that there is going to be some type of intervention for Mr. Sir Elon Musk today in the afternoon with his business savvy people. Let's just stay hopeful that they can break through to him so things won't end bad for everyone, but to break even and end well. This is a good. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Signing off. Until next video, you guys, fight for your peace and happiness. Bye-bye.